Hi everyone, hope you're all Tickety-Boo. Today we're testing another set of wireless microphones from a different company. Now the beauty of the wireless microphones, as you all know, is when you're filming by yourself like this, if you've got all different camera angles, it's a really good way of getting different creative shots just like this. Like the drone behind us over here, or the camera down there, or in fact, the drone on the side where we can even give it a wave. You can get extra different angles and you can do this all when you're by yourself. And that is one of the beauties of the wireless microphones. Plus the other thing, you can't really see them, they're a bit inconspicuous and things like that. Anyway, we've got a different company that sent these over today and they've come from, oh excuse me, that noisy old beep beeps on here. That's what you get when you're out in the field, isn't it? We've got a different company today and they are called Synco, I believe. So Andycine have sent these over to me to give them a good old test. What we'll do is get back in the studio now, have a look at them first of all, see what's different about these compared to the other ones, and then we'll come back here and we'll do the range test over 10, 20, 30, 40, or even 50 meters. See you back in the studio. So are these any good? I've made a few videos on previous ones like the Rode Wireless Go's and the Comica XDs. In fact, what I'll do is compare them against them, and if you're interested in those videos and the real life tests on those, there'll be a link up here somewhere. It might be on this side, it might even be down in the description down below, but if you're interested in them, go and check them out. And in a minute we'll get back out in the field with that real life test, and to be honest with you, I've listened to the audio already and I'm pretty impressed. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below, and if you've got any questions, leave them down there as well. Anyway, here's today's little joke for you. How do you get a group of Pikachus on a bus? Pokemon.
No, we're not doing that. Fine, I'll walk. I'm trying to get in 100,000 steps this hour.
So these are the Synco or Synco, I think that's how you pronounce it anyway, G2s. And the first thing you'll notice compared to others is that there's a nice carry case, which I do like because you can keep all the cables, the lav mics, all the wind muffs and things like that all in there nice and tidy, and then you can just pop it into your bag. So that's the first point that goes to these compared to the Rode ones or the Comica ones. And from a cost perspective, these come in at 159 quid. Yeah, that's quid, not squid, which is great compared to things like the Rode ones. They come in at 230 quid, and then you get the Comica XD ones at 175 quid. So that's another point to the Synco ones, best value for money. And if you're interested in any of these, there'll be links down below for each one of them, the best prices I can find anyway. But cost isn't everything, is it? The sound quality itself, it's no good in being cheaper than the others if the sound quality is pretty poor. So you'll be able to test that for yourselves in a minute when we get out in the field. But let's look at what else you get in the box. So as you can see, you've got 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. So if there's a couple of you out there or you're doing like a interview style talking heads and things like that, then you'll be able to have 1 for each person. You also get everything you need for the lav mics, including little filters on those, plus you get the wind muffs as well if you want to use this just on its own, clipped to your collar. And as you've just seen, another good thing with these, just like the Comica ones, they come with 2 lav mics, which the Rode Wireless Go ones don't come with. So at 230 quid for those alone without lav mics, what you have to do is buy 2 of their lav mics, and they're actually coming in at around 49 quid. So that's another 100 quid on top. So in the end, you're paying nigh on 330 quid for exactly the same. That's double the price of these. Now the audio difference in my world anyway has got to be extremely different to make those value for money. One of the other upgrades on the G2s compared to the G1s is the full colour TFT screen. So you can see the settings on both the transmitters and the receivers. This brings it in line with the other brands, so that's 1 point each. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the claimed range of these, of how far you can go away from the actual receivers and then keep that audio going. And you'll be able to see that working out in the field in a set, like I said. Plus, if you want to, you can check the other ones out to compare them on the other videos. That's for the Rode ones and the Comica ones. So the Synco ones, they claim up to 70 meters, which is the same as the Rode ones as well. The Comicas only actually claim up to 30 meters, but 30 meters is still a long way away from your cameras if you're not working with them. In fact, I got them to go further than that, and you'll see that in the tests of the Comica ones if you're interested in it. But these ones as well, after listening to it and watching it back already, I can tell you now they're all pretty similar on that. So what I'm going to do is give it a point to each of them. However, because the Rode ones and the Synco ones claim to be 70 meters, we'll give them an extra half point each, just to be fair. And the reason for that is when I was driving around in the Discovery and I had the camera outside of it, I found the reception of the Synco ones and the Rode ones to be that a little bit better than the Comica ones, but they did still work. So the last thing to point out really is the fact that the Rode Wireless Go's, they actually have onboard recording, which is really good as a backup. So the other two, the Synco ones and the Comica ones, they don't have those. I'm sure with new versions of them that come out, I'm sure they're going to be putting that on there, and it'll probably mean they'll cost a little bit more. But because of that, and if that's something that you really need, then I can tell you now, these ones won't do it, so they're not worth going for. You'd need to go for the put my tongue back in, the Rode Wireless Go 2 ones, because they have that onboard capability. So based on that, we're going to have to give the Rode ones an extra point, aren't we? But only if that's what you're after. Now, on my unscientific, and I do stress that point, unscientific test, it makes the Synco ones, or Synco ones, to be the best value for money, but they are closely followed by the Rode and then the Comica. There are some other technical features on these. For instance, on all of them, they have the ability to adjust the gain on there rather than doing it in your camera to stop things like clipping, etc. And they also have a high pass filter button on there, which helps you to eliminate things like background noise and things like that. Anyway, let's get out into the field now and give them that good old test. Right, what we're going to do now is a quick distance test. Each of these posts have a gap of between 3 and 4 meters between them, and I know that because we laid the posts out. Anyway, what I'll do is count down 3 or 4 posts each time and then turn around and speak back to you. But don't worry, I won't be filming it all the way down, or actually I will be filming it, but I'll speed it up so you don't have to watch me trudge all the way down there to 50 meters. See you in a sec. Right, this is roughly 10 meters down the line, okay? And if you can, hopefully you can hear me really clearly now. Let's get to the next one. Hopefully you can hear me now as well. Get down to the next one. We're well over 30 meters now, so if you can hear it now, to be honest with you, I think this is far enough away from your camera if you're by yourself anyway. And you know, if you're filming other people, then you'd probably be closer anyway yourself. So this is pretty good if it's getting nice and clear now. Right, well over 40 meters now. So if you can hear me now, it's definitely close to the 50 meter mark, but we'll go a bit further and see if it crackles out. Right, we are now well over 50 meters. So if you can hear me, I probably can't see me, but if you can hear me, then you know they've passed the test of the recommended or the claimed distance of 50 meters. Yes, okay, there's nothing in the line of path here, but hopefully that's giving them a good old test and it'll give you an idea. Anyway, I'm gonna come back to the camera now, count with paces at the same time so I know how many meters we've actually got to in case this has worked. If it hasn't, then you can't hear what I'm saying anyway. 66 meters. Let's get back in the studio. Right, what do you think? I'm pretty impressed with them, to be honest here. Let me know in the comments down below. So other than the internal recording facility like they've got on the Rode ones, I think they're really good value for money. They come with everything you need to get up and running straight away. The lav mics, the wind muffs and all of that. Plus, they come up with a nice little case, don't they? So well done, Synco. Is it Synco? Is it Synco? I don't know, but you know what I mean. Anyway, as always, I'm really happy to answer any questions, so leave them in the comments down below. And if you don't want to miss out on any other future reviews, views, or out and about videos, all those little jokes, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget the little bloody bell. Thanks for watching everyone, stay safe out there, keep smiling, have fun making stuff, cheers for now.